One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
Spartans! What is your profession?
They think the machine never break. Sometimes the battery hit red. I ain't stopping, I'm just rebooting. Why the bounce back? Go! Go! Eyes heavy like I'm lifting weight with my eyelid. Brain foggy, feeling like I'm stranded on an island. Coffee pot empty and the energy is silent. Fighting with the demons in my head, getting violent. Staring at the screen, but the progress isn't moving. Spinning on the wheels, tell me what am I proving? Body aching, bad breaking, losing all the grooving. Every single step feels like I'm just losing. Working 24, but the needle barely nudging. Feel like I'm a hammer, but the wall isn't budging. Burn on creepy, yeah, the shadow is a trudging. Doubters on the sideline, yeah, they always judging. Is it worth the stress? Is it worth the hypertension? Did I make the turn? Did I lose the dimension? Need a little break, need a little intervention. Before I crash out and I lose the retention. When I'm feeling fried, sucker to your sizzling. Vision getting blurry and the rain start drizzling. Hustle feeling heavy, motor vision and fizzling. Waiting for the steak, but I don't hear the sizzling. But I can't quit, now I can't to the flag. Even when I'm dragging and I'm feeling like a rag. Got too many gold packed inside the bag. Gotta push through even when I hit the lag. Just need a minute, just need to close the blinds. Disconnect the server, disconnect the lines. Lay the head down, let the body unwind. So I can wake up and get back on the grind. I'm burned out, but I ain't bowed out. No, just need a nap, then I'm back on the route. Hold her high for a second, shut the world out. Wake up a beat, scream and shout. I can let them see me lose, I can give them that. They waiting on the crumble, waiting on the splat. My drive is too big, yeah, I'm taking it back. Just a power nap, then I'm back on attack. They sit in the stands with a popcorn ready. Praying that my knees buckle, hoping I ain't steady. Wanna see the downfall, wanna see it messy. Wanna see me crash like a stolen Chevy. I see the side eyes, hear the whispers in the dark. Waiting for the flame to extinguish the spark. They wanna see the dog loot a bite in the bark. But I'm a gray white swimming like a shark. If I quit now, man, I win the whole game. If I slow down, they gon' tarnish the name. Gotta feed the fire, gotta feed the flame. Satisfaction that they seek is a damn shame. I ain't gon' give it to them, never gon' fold. Story of my fair is a story never told. My desire to win is worth my goal. Bigger than the hate that they tryna hold. So I take a rest, yeah, I hit the pillow hard. Reboot the system, pull the ace from the car. Keep the haters locked out, stand in the yard. While I recharge the battery and lower down the guard. Just for an hour, let the new runs reset. Wake up cleaner than I ever been yet. Ready for the war, ready for the threat. Gonna make them pay every single little debt. They want me to crumble, they want me to crack. But I bounce back like a rubber on the track. Sleep is the weapon, get the mind intact. Then I hit the gas, never looking back. I'm burned out, but I ain't bowed out. No, just need a nap, then I'm back on the route. Close the eyes for a second, shut the world out. Wake up a beat, scream and shout. I can let them see me lose, I can give them that. They waiting on the crumble, waiting on the splat. My drive is too big, yeah, I'm taking it back. Just a power nap, then I'm back on attack. Okay, I'm up now, wipe the crust eye. Looking in the mirror, no more disguise. Demon on my shoulder, yeah, he finally died. Energy is peaking, reaching for the sky. Thought I was dumb and you must be crazy. Thought the burnout meant that I was getting lazy. Vision was blurry, now it ain't hazy. Pushing up Daisy, now I'm pushing Mercedes. Word didn't change, but the mind stay with flip. Got a new Mac and I put in a clip. Haters looking sick, yeah, they starting to trip. Watching me and sin while they sinking in the ship. Progress was slow, now I'm moving like speed. Planting whole forest when I planted the seed. Satisfy the want, satisfy the need. Made the competition turn around and bleed. I do this for the win, I don't do it for the likes. Coming up the mountain while you riding on trikes. Heading for the top, yeah, I'm planting the strikes. Running up the score, yeah, I'm racking up strikes. Turning the engine, failure's not an option. Turning every obstacle into adoption of a new method. Yeah, I'm swapping in, I'm copying. Only thinking is the records that I'm popping. Burner was a lie, it was just a little test. Put a head down, got a little bit of rest. Now I'm back stronger, pounding on the chest. Put me to the trial and I asked the question. Yeah, I'm wide awake now. You shouldn't have blinked. I can let them see me lose. My drive is bigger, be a head, be bigger than hate. Back, better work, 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 better work. Let's get it. Okay.
Let's get it. Okay, how are we doing tonight? It is the last Tuesday of 2025. Can you believe it? We have made it through another year. It has been a wild and crazy year, but so exciting, so exciting. And for the last live show of 2025, we are streaming on X, we're streaming on Twitch. We are, of course, at our bread and butter on YouTube. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully you are doing absolutely phenomenal. It is my pleasure to be here with you. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win, as always. How is it going? How is it going? Was your 2025 productive? And what are your plans for 2026? I have a lot of plans. I have some great plans for 2026. I am curious to know, what about you? Let's share. Let's dialogue. Let's let's work together. Let us work together. Let me check something real quick. Let me make sure. Let me see. Let's see if this is gonna work. I have to sign in. Let's see if that's gonna work. I have no idea what my I don't know what my, hold on, I'm trying to get all of our chats in line. Let me see. Let me go to this. I'll do it in a second, but what's going on? What is going on? Tonight, we're going to be working on our time cost calculator. We're going to be starting the deployment phase of our time cost calculator to see if we can, get things moving, get things rolling. I want to be able to get our focus timer onto the app. So we're going to be running our test. We have one more thing that we need to finish off as well, showing the breakdown of the working sessions. If you were here last week, if you're here the week before, you know what we've been working on. If not, I will be showing you. I also want to work on what would you call it? So for our 4-hour icebreaker, I want to show the Google requirements for using their OAuth and their branding and stuff like that for the tech coaching portal, the Tech Barbarians coaching portal. We're going to look at that. And then we have some amazing break time topics. So a full night ahead of us. We are going to get our work done. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it as well, like we always do at this time. All right. So my question to you is, are you ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I am ready. So let's do this before we jump into anything. Let's do this. A little bit of housekeeping. It is the end of 2025. Tomorrow is the last day. So on behalf of everyone behind the Tech Coach Off channel, I just want to say thank you so much to all of my friends and family who have been supporting this channel along the way. All of the subscribers, whether you just subscribed today or whether you have been with me for a very long time, thank you so much for helping us have a productive and educational 2025. We learned so much about cybersecurity, about AI, about building applications, about mobile, about testing, the whole enchilada. So I just have to tell you, thank you so much for your support, for rocking with me every step of the way. I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart.
I appreciate you.
And where would I be without my Tech Barbarians? The Patreon members who we work together. We do our vibe coding chills. We do our scrum nights. I'm posting additional content to help you level up, to give you techniques. Just yesterday, I posted the Tamper Monkey plugin that's on Chrome and how I use Gemini to manipulate my LinkedIn experience, to have a privacy mode on LinkedIn, all of that. So we work so hard in there. And that's why I know that every last one of us inside of the Patreon, the Tech Barbarians, we are the absolute, there's no one better. We are the absolute best.
We the best.
And to my Tech Mercenaries, the YouTube channel members who allow this channel to go across the entire world. I'm telling you, I get comments in all sorts of languages. Thank you so much for allowing this to happen. Let's go out there and get it.
Let's get it.
All right, quick announcements. Tomorrow, the very last day of 2025, we are going to be premiering the software explorations, concept overviews for the chief editor, the data curator. It is the last of our current series. We're going to do it again in the future, but the last of our current series, the fifth role of transitioning into AI, right? We're going to be talking about data. It's all about data. If you look at sports nowadays, it's not about the feel of the game now. It's all about the data. So we're going to be talking about the data curator, analytics, machine learning, all of that good stuff. Python, of course. We're going to be talking about all of that tomorrow. Software Explorations, noon Eastern time. Looking forward to see you there. And on the very first day of the year of 2026, the year of our Lord, we are going to be going live like we always do. We are going to be working on our Stream Deck plugin. I have a very special addition to add to that Stream Deck plugin. Last year, my guy, your car. Shout out to my guy, your car. he said, can we get a flip clock countdown? And I had no idea how to do it, but have no fear because AI is here. I think I found out how to do it. So we're going to be adding that to our Stream Deck plugin tomorrow. And per Junior's request, getting it to show on the screen. We're going to do that as well. So we're going to package it up. We're going to finish it up. But I am so happy with my countdown. And we're going to add a little bit more to it to make it to finalize it. All right. So that's going into next year. I think we might have to do back and forths on our Thursday nights because there are some things that I'm going to be learning that I'm going to be sharing with you guys as well. It's going to be an action-packed year. All right. AI, cybersecurity, quality assurance, mobile app building, all that stuff. 2026, here we come. Look, honestly, I got started in 2026 back in March, where my friend Miss Freckles like, no, it is not 2026 yet. I'm like, yes, it is. And now look, it just slapped us. And like, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Is that how the joke goes? But after tomorrow, the day after tomorrow at midnight, it's over. 2025 is over. Are you ready? Are you ready for 2026?
Are you ready?
That is the question, my friends. All right, so here is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go and check the chat first, and I got my guy in the building, Junior. You guys have no idea how supportive Junior is, right? He supports me in the Patreon. He shows up he shows up all the time to the Vibe Code and Chills. He shows up on the Scrum nights when available, always supporting me and asking me such pertinent questions. And I can see how he takes the knowledge that we share here together and he applies it to all the different work that he does. And that's why I truly, truly appreciate my guy, Junior. Junior says, what's up, family? What's good with you, Junior? Always a pleasure and a blessing to have you here. And Junior says, I'm already thinking about how I'll make a video about tech and guns. How I use tech to make my gun content and channel better. Let's go. That's what I am talking about. We connected all together. Have you posted? First question. What is that channel? What is your gun channel? That's the first question. Second question, have you posted on it recently? Let me know. All right. All right. So let me see if I can do this real quick because I wanted to be able to get my X stuff over here. Give me a second here. Let me go to, and then once I'm done with that, then we're going to jump over to getting this ready for, let me see, x.com. Let's go here. All right, okay. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see if that's gonna work. Test. There we have it. There we have it. All right, we are good to go. All right. So, Junior says, just wanted to make sure I was getting my X post up. We are live on X. I absolutely love it. Junior says, so Junior's gun channel is Junior Largy. The main channel, Junior Largy, that is the gun channel. Let's go. So, and he says, no, I haven't posted in a while. All right, well, Junior, I'm going to be, as Rod Brown says, a thorn in your side to make sure that we are posting content on this channel on a regular basis. Let's go out there and get it. Let's get it.
Ain't believing us.
But I believe in you guys. I believe in every last one of you. Right? And we can do it. We can do it. All right. So here's the deal. Let's go over into our icebreaker real quick, which is it's a working icebreaker, right? So here's the deal. The coaching portal I use it for, so there's two uses to the coaching portal, right? There is the like self-coaching where you can set your goals and you can set your weekly plans and your daily plans and you make sure they're all aligned with the goal. You can set your health stuff. You can do your fasting and your exercise and your weight, all that stuff, right? Your journal, you can do all of that. However, I also have the use of where I'm going to be managing the people that I work with one-on-one so that they can book coaching sessions in there. And for that, I need to use Google OAuth. And using Google OAuth, you have to add the scopes of access. And Google's like, in certain scopes, Google's like, why do you need that? Why do you need that, right? So I'll show you real quick. So let's go over here. So let me zoom in on this. So as you can see, the non-sensitive scopes, right? The calendar, events, free, busy. And then your sensitive scopes would be the documents read-only, calendar read-only, calendar events owned, right? So for these sensitive scopes, Google requires approval of your OAuth requests. So, and they want you to say, how are the scopes going to be used? I wonder why it needs all the documents. I don't know why for that one. Maybe we don't need this one. But I know we need to see and download any calendar you can access using your Google Calendar, view and edit events on your calendar, and see, create, change, and delete events on Google calendars you own, right? I'm going to remove this one. I don't know. I'm going to leave it because it's been there. But so, and in order to do this, right, Google requires you to do a demo of how the scopes will be used. So we're going to do a demo showing, and I'm going to upload that video to Google showing how I'm going to be using the scopes. And that way we can kill two birds with one stone, right? I'm going to get my demo recorded. You're going to see Google's requirements when you are trying to get like the OAuth and the data access, and you're using either restricted scopes or sensitive scopes where approval is going to be needed. So that's what we're going to do right now, right? So, and then once you create the video, then you're going to have to upload it to YouTube, and you're going to put the link of the YouTube video in here, and then you save it. It's going to submit it to Google, all right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to go over to here, and I am going to go over to coaching, and oh no, it's going to be coaching over here. And I am going to go to, where did I do that? Calendar. And we're going to say reconnect calendar. And this is where the OAuth is needed, right? So I'm going to say, this is my, and because it's not been validated yet, I'm going to say, all right, continue. And I'm going to say, so this is the part where I need to give it permission to connect to my calendar. And this is the part that Google needs to verify. Says this app hasn't been verified by Google. If you're the app developer, you need to submit a request to have this app verified. Otherwise, some of the app's access to Google's user data may be lost. So it says when you allow this access to Barbarian's coaching, we'll be able to see, edit, share, and permanently delete all calendars you can access using Google Calendar. So, and this is going to be connected to like whoever's quote unquote profile it is. So, and for now, it's just going to be mine, right? Because I'm not making it available to any other people coaching. So I'm going to say continue. And now it's connected to my calendar. Now, how people will end up using it is they're going to go. So I'm going to log out of here. So I have the other login, and I go to this one. Log in here. And now the use would be if we go to my set. Ooh, not here. Wait, this one should have a. Where is, let's go to the coaching session. All right, go here and we say schedule session. And now I can see the availability of the calendar. based on the time slots that are available. So if I didn't have the OAuth connected for the calendar, then it would say that there's nothing connected, right? So now I can actually go and say, all right, I want to do a meeting for, let's say January 2nd, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And we do schedule session. And now the session is scheduled, right? And that's why I need the OAuth for those scopes that we have over here to be approved by Google, to be verified by Google, so that we can proceed with our next step and launching the coaching portal. All right. So that is what we need to do. So after this show, I'm going to go and edit that out. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and I'm going to put the link into this field right here. And hopefully Google says thumbs up, we get it approved, and we are done with our OAuth validation. All right. That is the next step. But that is it. So that's that part. That's one small portion in a lot of different things that we need to do, right? So even now with vibe coding and AI coding and all that type of stuff, there is still a lot of integration work that needs to be done at the different providers. Like once I add the ability for users to log in with Google, to log in with Apple, to log in with LinkedIn, to log in with GitHub, those are all other types of improvement that we need to do as well. So that's a life. That is a life of a developer. Whether you're using AI or you're doing it all on your own, only with AI you get to go a lot faster, right? But that is it. All right, let's get ready to get to work. Let's get ready to get to work. Let me check the chat one last time, and then we shall see where we go from there. All right, let me see. We got Gabriel US3OK in the. What's up, Gabriel? How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Always a pleasure to have you here. All right, we are going to get started on our first working segment. All right, let me go and put up our first 20-minute timer on the clock. And next time on Thursday, remember I said Thursday, we will be adding the timer, or the option to have the timer on the screen as well. All right, but let's go ahead and let's get started with our first segment.
It's time to
All right, so here we are. We are going to, so a couple of things we need to do today. We are going to run the app. Well, we're going to fix the first. Let me get our emulator started, right? But we are going to start up our Pixel 8. We're going to run the app and then we are going to make sure our increment is working. We're going to ask Kilo code to get the breakdown working properly. And then we're going to test it on Apple. And then we're going to test it on an actual mobile device. And on my phone, like we did for the speech app. And then we should be able to start packaging it up if everything works well. Oh, we need to run our test as well. Run our test. So let's go ahead and say, let's start off with the Pixel 8. So now it's going to get the app up and running. And there are fireworks happening outside, so if you do hear it, I apologize. Hopefully the noise cancellation is working good enough, but we do what we can do. All right, so our app is up and running. And let's see if this, oh crap. I did not want, let me try this. Let's try, if we go and wipe that out. Let me try to stop it and start it over again. Because I don't want any numbers, because the problem that happens is when it has numbers in there, that's when the increment is going to work. So we need the numbers not to be in there for it to work. Oh, crap. All right, let me see. Let's do this. Let's do, or maybe I started from another device. Settings. How do we, let's wipe data. So we have to wipe the data because being that we used it last week, it's still going to show up there. So if we wipe the data, start the phone over again, give it a second to start up, and then we go to, we should see the blank hour and minutes field, and then we should be able to try to use increments at that point. Because the last time we had that, like we always seem to have that issue with the increments. So we're going to try to rectify that this time. So now let's start the app again. Pixel 8, run it. I mean, from where this app was a year ago, it has been crazy improvements done to it. Crazy improvements done to it. I need to check how many downloads it has. Like I was saying on Sunday, 2026, we are going to be heavily focused on marketing. We really need to market our app. What? That's not what I wanted. We really need to market our applications. We have some amazingly useful applications, but if no one knows about it, how useful is it? All right, the app is installing. There we go. App is up. Allow. Let's say we got 450. Get started. All right, there we go. So let's see if this increment works, right? Boom, there we go. That is fixed. Love it. That's fixed. Let me go over here. There we go. That is working. Now, if we go to history. Oh, we don't have any history because we haven't done anything yet. Let's say we do. Let's do 1 minute. Right? Allow. Start it. All right, so now we have started our countdown, and we can see the cost per second. So 10 seconds of our time, it already costs us like 60 cents if we're making $450,000 a year, of course. Right, and now it's counting down, all that good stuff. And when we complete the session, we should see it log in history. But what we were trying to do last time, and it was not work. It was not. I don't know. I don't understand why it wasn't working. But we're gonna try it again. But we wanted it to, on the history page, give a breakdown. So the same breakdown that you see over here, where it says total work time, 42 seconds, and the cost, total break time, the total time of the break, and the total break cost. We wanted to show up on the history tab as well, but it wasn't doing that. It was not doing that. All right, so now we're going to go to break, start break. Ooh, that's a long break. I didn't want a 5-minute break. Did I not set the break time? Oh, I didn't set the break time. That's why I have the default break. All right, so let's just say skip break. And let's say what? That's a skip break. That's weird. Let's see. Did something weird just happen? Let me see. Start. Whatever. We're just gonna. For the time being, wait. Total work costs. Okay, it's still counting. Oh, okay. I had to. All right, that's right. I had to click start. All right, so we got that, and I'm gonna do complete session. Oh, session name. Where's my session name? Test. Ooh. Cancel. Test session.
What's this? Oh, it's only money.
Hold up. Hey, I gotta come on. I gotta come on screen for this one. Did my guy Rod Brown in the bill. Rod Brown just hit me with a fitty. They say it's fitty. It's fitty. Rod Brown says, salute to you, my brother. Thanks for being a thorn in my side this year. Thank you so much, Rod Brown. I truly, truly appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
And it was my pleasure being a thorn in your side, and I'm going to be a bigger thorn in your side in 2026. Let's go. Let's get it.
Are you ready?
All right. I will go. I had to stop because my guy Rod Brown, he showed me some love, and I had to. All right, but we're gonna continue working on this, and I'll read it again during the break time. But I couldn't wait. I could not wait. All right. So let's go ahead and start this again. What happened? Why did it stop? My laptop is so loud tonight. I wonder why. All right, so let's see. It was supposed to log on the history tab, but it did not. Something caused it to crash. Ooh, why are we crashing? That just may be doing too much on the main thread. Module config change, forcing restart due to module adds.dynamite. I'm trying one more time because this was working perfectly fine. Something is causing it to crash. Well, let's get Kilo up and running. I don't know why it's crashing all of a sudden. Let me move this over here. Let's see what's going on. History. Nothing there. Focus. So our session was lost. All right, let's do I think I could do one, or let's say test session. See, Rod Brown crashed my app. Thank you for crashing my app, Rod Brown. I ain't mad about it. I'm not mad about it. All right, so let's literally get to like $2, and then I'll stop the timer. So far so good. So I'm not sure why I was crashing. So we have our increments working. We need to. All right, we need to check the logging. Not the logging, but check on the history tab. All right, so let's say we say complete session, and let's say, I don't know, 100, 200, save, and we go to history. There we go here. See here, it doesn't have, so this is where I wanted it to have the breakdown of the total work time and total break time, although we didn't go to break, but still, because here is the total hours of the full time. All right, so I am going to, let me see if I can say final profit. Let me see if I can find final profit so I can tell it where it final. I was trying to find final profit, but maybe it's using test key profit made. I'm trying to find the word profit. Total spend, report screen, build summary card, total spent. Let's go to total hours. All right, so here, total hours. But which one is which though? total earned. Oh, I'm not sure where that one is coming from. See if the word final is in here. Final. Let's say we do. No, not that either. Let's say we do case sensitive. Not sure where that's coming from. All right, so I'm going to say when we say debug, when we, after a session is logged and I am on the history tab, when I click on a session, it should have under, it should have in the session log the total work time, the total work time cost, and the total work, the total break time and the total break time cost as well. Right now, it only shows the session name, date, total hours, money made, additional costs, costs, and final profit or loss. All right. And the pop up, I want to add the hours and or the work and break metrics as well. All right, so let's see if it's going to add that to it. Let's see. All right, so now it's adding the breakdown. All right, so it says, I already implemented the changes you requested. If you'd like me to make further changes, please specify what you'd like to see. For example, you can say add a new field called total hours that combines work and break time. I don't see it though. It appears information you're requesting already displays in the pop-up. The code history screen, show session details already shows the work and break information. Why am I not seeing it then? 168 to 172. Oh, okay, I'm on the wrong page. So it should be the history screen. 168. Wait, oh, wait, that's a test. History screen. Oops, again. History screen. Line 168. There it goes right there. Why isn't it showing? Total cost. Wait, but this says total cost. There goes the close button. Let me see if the word final is in here. Final profit? No. So that's weird because as you can see here, it says final profit, but it's showing something else. That is weird. See, I see total costs over here. Break costs, work costs. And this is in the additional costs. Oh, wait, there go final cost and profit. Do I have to scroll? No, there's no scroll. Oh, wait. I see something. So this says if calculation entry, if item is calculation entry, show this information. Else, if item is timer session, then show here. So we find out why it's not showing, but what is the difference between a timer session and a calculation entry? So let's say, looking at the code, I see why it's not displaying. There is an if statement for calculation entry to show certain information, and if it is a timer session, to show the breakdown I am requesting. I'm not sure the difference between the calculation entry versus the timer session. Go back to debug. Can you explain that? And or fix it. So that's why it wasn't working. Okay. I'm not sure. All right, so it says, let's read that part. It says, I can explain the difference and make the change necessary. From looking at the code, here's the difference. The calculation entry is created when you manually enter time and cost. But I didn't though. I didn't manually enter anything. When you use the focus timer feature in the app, this tracks your work and break times in real time. What? It seems like you're using the focus timer expecting to see the detailed breakdown, but the app is treating it as a manual in calculation. Oh, okay. This is likely because the logic in the history screen is not correctly identifying the session type. I will now read the calculation entry and the timer session module to fully understand their properties. Then I will modify the history screen to correctly. Okay, so there was a bug. I knew I wasn't crazy. I am crazy, but not in this case. All right, I will start by reading. Let's finish taking a look at this real quick. Now that I have a clear understanding of the calculation and timer session modules, I will modify the association details function in the history screen to ensure the correct information is displayed for each type. I will start by updating the to-do list. All right, so it's doing that. I have modified the show session details function to include the information requested for calculation entry. I have modified it to include the requested information. Okay, the requested information for history screen 168. Calculation entry. But why would you show up under calculation entry if I can't put it there? All right, we'll take another look at it once we get back. A little weird. I've updated the history screen to correctly display session details for both calculation entry and timer session. All right. Okay, we'll figure that out. We will figure that out. But we are going to go to break time now. We're going to have an amazing topic, amazing discussion during break. But first, let me see what's going on in the chat. Let me see. Again, my guy, Rod Brown, my brother, Rod Brown, whom I have met in person. Rod Brown bought me a Cuban sandwich with fries. So shout out to my guy. Met him. I know him in real life, and he is a solid individual. Shout out to my guy, Rod Brown. Says, salute to you, my brother. Thank you for being a thorn in my side this year.
We the best.
Let's get it.
See, and I'm gonna give you a little story about Rod Brown when we first met, right? In person. And he's like, oh, I'm not sure about, showing my face on screen. I have a face only a mother could love. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter, Rod Brown. Even if you have a face that only a mother could love, we're not here for your face. We're here for your content. And now he is skyrocketing, blowing up, giving us amazing, amazing content on Wednesday nights, although not last week. Well, last week it was we're not gonna bring that back up. We're not gonna bring it back up what happened last week, but amazing content from a Christian perspective with the weekly Christian Roundup with Rod Brown. And he has been killing it. He has been killing the game. And I am so, so proud of Rod Brown. Let's clap it up. Thank you so much. Judah says, Rod Brown, what's up? I see you balling today. Had to pay respects with the year bonus. Judah says, amen to that. This has got to be a cheerful giver when people give to you and pour into you. So I'm thankful for that. Thank you so much. Junior says, that's very good. 2 Corinthians 9, chapter 9, verse 7. See, Junior makes sure to let us know that it's from the King James Version, right? It's every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. You see, now Junior got me reading the King James Version, and Robert says, yes sir. Says, had to go get my King James Version since you don't read it on your stream. Dang. Shots fired. It's like the Crusades right now. Just says, y'all enjoy the rest of the stream. Bible study time. Go enjoy your Bible study. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me see. Anything else? All right. We are good to go. So, first break time topic of tonight. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy, Cisco executive share hiring red flags. Or yes, red flags in hiring. I think I shared some red flags in hiring yesterday. Let's jump into this one. So this one comes to us from Yahoo Finance. It's Cisco's top exec and Amazon's Andy Jassy. Andy Jassy is the CEO of Amazon. Share the same hiring red flag, and it's something that can't be taught. Okay. Let's see what's going on. So I'm guessing this is the CEO or the top exec of Cisco. Says, let's see, it says, it's not what you know or even who you know, according to Cisco's new UK chief, Sarah Walker. Your next promotion might hinge on your attitude. Yes, your attitude. Oof. People are not going to like that. People are not going to like that at all. So this article is written by Oriana Rose Royal. It says, all right, Amazon's CEO Andy Jassy says a good attitude and enthusiasm are key to success, especially in your 20s, and Cisco's UK chief exec agrees. Look, I've been talking to people about the mindset. I really hate the idea, the mindset. Oh, it's Monday. I gotta go to work. I can't wait till Friday. It's like you haven't even started your work day on Monday yet, and you're already looking towards Friday. No, that mindset will not get you anywhere. And the thing is, right, when you go on interviews, if you have that I can't wait till Friday mindset, it oozes through your pores during the interview, and people can see it. They can sense it on you. All right. It says, it's not what you know or even who you know. According to Cisco's new UK chief, your next promotion might hinge on your attitude. You cannot teach positive attitude and engagement and energy. That's a fact. Sarah Walker tells Fortune that that's the number one green flag trait she keeps an eye out when hiring or looking to promote from within. And she says it outweighs what's on your resume, especially early in your career. Look, I did not read this article before, and when I chose this article, I had nothing to do with the candid conversation from yesterday. But when you are posting on LinkedIn, the doom and gloom, nobody wants to talk to me, nobody wants to hire me, I don't know what to do, I'm begging for a job, and the market is so messed up, and companies need to do this and that, and hiring managers this and that. The CEO, the top exec, is telling you right now that that mentality is trash. All right? It says, and she says it outweighs what's on your resume, especially early in your career. See? The 45-year-old boss spent 25 years climbing the ranks at the Fortune 500 Europe telecommunications giant BT. In that time, Walker went from joining the sales team at the 14.21 billion British or 17.7 billion legacy brand to leaving as its director of corporate and public sector. Following a micro retirement, she joined Cisco as managing director before being promoted to lead its UK and Ireland arm just 2 years later. Shout out to her. Now that she calls the shots, the CEO's go-to choice for her team is always the upbeat, eager to learn worker. If you guys don't want to listen to me, listen to the CEO of Cisco in Europe, in the UK, right? Your mentality is what's holding you back. You can today, look, funny enough, right? Today, I was listening back to the video to the break time conversation, and I have to say I was feeling myself. That was an amazing one, but how this lady left a $250,000 job and thought it was going to be a piece of cake to find a new one, right? And talking about work-life balance and you know, family and working on my own terms, working on your own terms. If you don't start a 24/7 company as an entrepreneur where you can be your own boss, you're gonna be working for somebody else, and they're not gonna hire you on your terms unless you are just that good. But if you are average and anyone can do that job, you have no terms. All right? It's more about the person's first and foremost. It's more about the person first and foremost than it is about the skills or experience. Skills become more important with experience, but it always pays to be positive and humble. I always try and distinguish between the things that can be taught and learned and the things that are just inherent in somebody, Walker says, adding that skills become more important as you climb the ladder and enter more specialist roles, all right? Even then, she says, someone with a great attitude and willingness to learn can still bag a role over someone more experienced if they can be developed into the role. There you go. See, your attitude over everything. I don't know how else to tell you. You posting angry, depressive messages on LinkedIn is not gonna get you hired. It is not going to get you hired. All right, it's gonna get you ignored. That's why I tell you, post about what you're learning, what you're doing, how you're expanding, your positive mindset, your positive attitude, and that's what's gonna get you in that next role. You don't need to be the finished article. You don't need to be the finished article to be promoted, but we need to know that you're in a position where within a reasonable time frame, you have invested the time to upskill and develop. I think they watched my video and they're stealing my talking points, because I'm always telling you to upskill, develop, show what you're working on. So I say to people, be very focused on who you are first and foremost, because that's the bit that makes you stand out and can't be taught and will be a differentiator, she adds. But no matter how junior or senior you are, she still thinks a bad attitude, a bad attitude will make you stand out for all of the wrong reasons.
Bruh.
I can't stand arrogance. Be confident, but have a level of humility, Walker warns. You can't rest on your laurels because you've done something well in the past. I said yesterday that your 20 years of experience mean absolutely nothing if you're not upskilling to what's coming up in the next year, the next 5 years, and if you don't have the right attitude. If you have a depressive attitude and you're just applying and praying, but you don't put any work behind it, then no soup for you, okay? Let me see. You need to be thinking about what's the next great thing that you'll do. I'm telling you, I did not read this article. They probably watched my art. They probably watched my video. I am sure that Sarah Walker, the Cisco CEO in the UK, watched my video. I can't be sure of that, but I hope she did. I hope she did. Let me see. Even at my level, you have to be open to the fact that there's lots more yet to learn and grow and adapt. I mean, technology is changing every single day. It is a race to keep up. And that's why a lot of people fail in tech, because they don't want to keep up. They think that they made it once they get that, $110,000 a year job, and they don't want to do anything else. And then the world keeps turning, and now they find themselves on the outside looking in. I always know that I'm only as good as the last good thing I've done. My goodness. I think we're besties now. And I'll only continue to be good if I continue to do good things. An embarrassing amount of your success in your 20s depends on your attitude, Jassy echoes. Walker's not the only CEO to reveal that it's not a ritzy college degree or being the best networker that will make you stand out at the start of your career, but a positive attitude. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy has said that an embarrassing amount of how well you do, particularly in your 20s, depends on it. Even Walker's predecessor, David Meads, previously echoed to Fortune that EQ is at least as important as IQ. The now MEA chief at Cisco stressed that he sees no difference in terms of capability from the talent with or without a degree, while adding that qualifications hold even less weight in external facing roles. My goodness. Are you guys seeing this? Your attitude says it all. I think EQ is for emotional intelligence. You need that EQ to be able to read the room and understand what's being said by what's not being said. In the end, numerous leaders, including Pratt and Kirk Geiger CEOs, have stressed that being nice to their boss and coworkers was one of the biggest determining factors for their success. I am telling you guys, as Maya Angelou famously said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I'm telling you. And ultimately, the same is true for hiring managers and those with promotion powers. Look at that. I'm telling you. And a version of this originally published on fortune.com on January 30th, 2020. So this is an old article, right? But it still resonates. With AI now, anybody can learn anything. But what is your attitude? Are you easy to get along with? Do you have that positive, we can do it attitude? Or it's, I can't wait for the weekend. It's Monday. I don't like being here. And now your Debbie Downer attitude brings everybody else down. Who wants to be around that? How are you going to get anything positive done with that negative Nancy attitude? We need to let it go. We need to let it go. All right. If you want to win it all, you're going to have to take a look in the mirror, change your attitude, and be out and be that go-getter. You have that go-getter mindset. All right. That's the only way to do it. That is the only way to do it. All right, let's wrap that one up. See if there's anything in the chat, and then we are going up nothing. All right, so we're gonna get into our next session. Let's get to our next working session.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right, so we are going to start the app over again. And we are going to, oh, wait, what just happened here? Failed to connect. All right, let's try that again. It's weird. All right, we got it started. And I don't know if it's going to have any data saved. Oh, wait, there we go. There we go. Nice. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. So there we go. 0 break time hours, 0.1 work time, and we're good. We're good to go. Sweet. Sweet. All right. So now, next up, we're going to get this started on our, We're going to get this to get it started on the Apple. And if that's working, we're going to run our tests. And if our tests are working, then we are going to, ooh, why am I freezing? Am I freezing? All right, there we go. I think it's because I was opening up the emulator. And then we're going to get it running on the, so I'm going to stop it here because this is good. And I'm going to shut, just to save resources, I'm going to shut this down. Let's go to running, oops. Let's go to running devices. Stop that. And we are going to go to running it on the emulator. Let's see, we might have to make some upgrades, possibly. Let's go to, because of the iOS 26 that was recently released. So we're going to say run it on the iPhone 16. See what we get. iOS 18.6 and running pod install. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right, it's taking a sweet time. Running X, so it's building the Apple version of the plugin. Have to figure out how to get our screenshots as well once we have everything up and running. All right, the build is done. Let's see if it's going to start up. There we go. There we go. Duration. Ooh. I will. It probably still works regardless, but I'm going to copy that anyways, just to see if that's an issue. I'd say start a new task. When starting the app on the iOS simulator, I saw this error in the logs. Not sure if it affects functionality. but we should fix it if possible. I'm going to go to debug, and I am going to paste that error that I got, or the logs that I got, and we'll see if we can actually fix that. All right. Let's see. So it's checking the file. My mouse. I don't know why this computer's running so loud. All right. So, well, while it's doing that, we can start. Well, no, I don't want to start using it because I do want to. I want to see if it's going to fix it and then start it up again. That way, we won't have to wipe the whole thing, I guess. Let's see here. But we can still scroll through the page. We have our focus time. We have our settings. Let's go take a look at the settings. Have that, custom sounds. We have our history that has history in there. Huh. Click over here. Oh, it has information in there. I didn't think we were going to have any information in there. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. So we did test it recently on the iOS. How can I wipe it then? How could I wipe this device? I think I have to go to Xcode. Xcode. After it's done with this investigation, then we'll go to wiping. Let's say we go to simulator. I don't need to download anything. Let's try. Something open up somewhere. Why are you asking me to download and install? All right, let's see. Run the test. All tests passed. Create a reproduction test case to verify if the fix handles null fields correctly. What's up with what's up with this? Do I have to click download and install? Okay. I go back to simulator and erase all content and settings. It could do that. I will do that. I will erase all constants and settings. Well, which simulator am I using though? This one? Yeah, I think, all right, so we should be able to do that. All right, let's run this. All right, so we have a filling test. Let me start getting my phone ready as well. Let me start getting my phone ready. We're gonna do this over here. Then I gotta go to on my phone, and I'll pull up my phone screen again as well, like we did on Sunday when we were testing out the speech coaching app. Let's go to dev, about device. What's that noise? I keep hearing a weird noise. I don't know what that noise is. Developer options, wireless debugging, allow, and then I want to pair. What? Some tests failed. All right, what else we got over here? Oh, pair QR code. I'm gonna get that right there. All right, pairing in process. I guess I have to wait for it to finish pairing for me to see what the next step is over here. I'm telling you, like, people think just because AI can write your code for you, that it's like it's just all peachy at that point. No, there's still a lot of work that you need to do on your own. And AI can probably try to walk you through some of those things, but it cannot do it for you. Like, AI is not going to get your Google verified, your OAuth verified, get your app into the App Store. You can ask it for help and for instructions, but it will not do it for you. All right. Okay. What is taking so long over here? What is taking so long? All right, we'll come back to that. That stopped it for that. We'll come back to the pairing. Should already be on though. All right, let's run the test again. All right, test passed this time. That's good. So the fix should be good. Then we're going to wipe the data, run it again. While it's being wiped, we can start running our test while it's being wiped. Do we have test in unit, test in widget? All right. So now we're removing the reproduction test that was created because it should be working fine now. I'm going to wipe this device and we're going to start it up again. if you were to build a mobile app, what would your app be about? What would make your life easier building a mobile app? All right, the fix is done. Please run the app. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say device, erase all contents and settings. And the app is going to shut down. All right, lost connection. It's going to start back up. In the meantime, I am going to go to, let's say we go to terminal. And we run Flutter tests. Is that what it is? Let's see how our tests do. If our tests are passing, then I will be comfortable with going towards deployment. Ooh, but we have something failing. Is that one test failing? Let's see what's going on. All right, this is back up. I'm going to build it again. iPhone 16. Uh-oh. Frozen for a second as we get the app running. Sorry about that. We're good. All right, let's go to iPhone. Run. And while that's starting, looking at the results, we have 3 tests failed. I am going to copy these. I'm going to copy these 3 tests. Copy these 3 tests. Is that right? Exception caught, public settled, timed out. Let's go to, all right, I'm going to say start new task. I just ran all of my tests using Flutter test. And they did pretty well, but I had 3 failures, particularly in the widget tests. Can you investigate and fix? All right, and I'm going to paste that. I'm going to send. Here, we're going to go and say, let's say 600,000, wow. And we're going to say, so hourly time worth is $68.49. Get started. We have that. And did we get any error? I don't see any error. So that's good. I don't see the same error that we had before. So that's good. And then we are going to say, so if we say test manual calculation, and we say here 200, 500, let's go with that. Save activity, calculation is saved. We go to history, allow, send notifications, and we have that. Wait, what? Is that right? Did I have 4? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. So that's correct. Is it? Money made 22. Okay, that's correct. I guess we don't really need, so when you're entering it through the calculation, then we don't need this. It's when it's The issue happens when we do a focus timer. So I do...
Lunch break! Lunch break!
I mean, it's not a problem. I think in the future we can remove it. But for now, I think it's good for now. I think it's good for now. It doesn't hurt anything. So we can leave it for the time being. I am going to... let's say 1 and 1. Save setting. And then when we come back from break, we can run this. And if this works fine, we can check the results on getting these tests fixed. And then we can start building for the app stores. Start building for the app stores. Sounds good to me. All right, let's go to break. Let's go to break. Let me see if we have any movement in the chat. Let's see. We're good. All right, cool. So next break time topic is about one of my favorite topics about, and it sucks that Junior's not here for this topic because that is one of his favorite topics as well. It is about drones, how authorities are using drones for emergency situations. Let's get to it and find out how they are doing so. All right, so this video is a YouTube video. It's going to talk about drone usage. Let's get to it.
Making Singapore's waters safer and emergency responses at sea faster with remotely operated drones. The Maritime Port Authority, the MPA, has rolled out the use of such drones for surveillance, the first organisation to do so across Singapore's port waters. Drones can be deployed up to 80% faster relative to time taken when operators had to physically launch them on site. Charlotte Lim with this report.
So this, when I get these stories, I have no idea. Like I'm like, I like the headline. Let's review it together. Let's get our tech news in. So this is going to be based in Singapore and how Singapore is using drones. And it's because I've spoken before about how, if you just think about how drone usage is going to explode, right? We talked about how Broward sheriff's offices are using drones for like surveillance when they have a house surrounded and stuff like that, so that they can free the one helicopter that they have to go do other stuff. We looked at how drones are being used to inspect power lines. Imagine how drones can be, imagine this. There is a fire in a building, right? And instead of the firefighter, like, so while the firefighter is getting ready to go in there and stuff like that, you can have somebody already on the scene, throw up a drone in there, have the drone go inside of the like whatever floor inside of the building and start looking around and stuff like that. And Singapore, they are highly, highly advanced technically. So I'm curious to see how Singapore is doing this.
Flying up to 60 meters above ground, this drone has a mission. It serves as an extra pair of eyes over ships and port activities. Weighing about 1.4 kilograms, the drone can take off and land back in its station with precision, all on its own. At the heart of it is automation. Previously, operators had to be physically present out at sea to fly the drones, but now with the drone box technology, staff can remotely launch and control them across multiple locations, all from one centralized operation center. For now, authorities...
Did you get that? So now they can remotely connect to the drones, which I kind of see why they're banning DJI drones from China, because imagine we have a bunch of DJI drones over here and now China takes control of those DJI drones and they just start doing whatever they want with them, right? But you don't have to be in the physical presence of the drone to be able to control it. So you can have drones dispatched in their drone box across the city, across the country, whatever, and you just log in and say, oh, let me go and control this drone and go do this and that and the other. Automation. I've been preaching to you guys automation forever. You guys fight me on this. But look at what's going on. I told you guys, go look into flying drones. Go learn automation, learn all this stuff, learn AI, and you fight me. Learn Python, you fight me.
Have installed these drones here at Marina South Pier, West Coast Pier, as well as Pasir Panjang Power Station. Here at the control center in One North, operators can launch multiple drones at the same time.
Is that an Xbox controller? Is that an Xbox? I'm telling you, you guys look. See, my idea is the thing that you love to do, see how you can use it in other ways. So like, you love playing video games. Well, why don't I turn flying a drone into my own version of video game? And now this person is controlling a drone. They're getting paid to do it, and they're doing it on an Xbox controller. That is a fun job. I'm just saying.
I'm just being honest.
Service provider Skyport says controlling them remotely enables the drones to fly much further out to sea, allowing them to spot incidents or suspicious activities more quickly and efficiently.
Traditional drone operating limits is currently limited to 400 meters, and it requires the pilot to be moving from site to site. With this current setup, the drone operations can be extended to up to 5 kilometers. This will allow the pilot to also see critical areas of interest and to spot oil spills as and when they happen.
MPA adds that these unmanned solutions make it possible to inspect high traffic areas more often without needing extra patrol crafts.
Imagine, which I'm pretty sure our Coast Guards have drones and stuff like that, but imagine like at the port, Customs Border Patrol, right? At the port of entries, having drones flying in the air, looking at suspicious activity on the ships, on the cargo ships and stuff like that. Imagine putting the what do they call it? The temperature stuff, like, you know, where it tells you like the heat map on the drone, so you can see if there's any weird activity happening inside of these containers. Drone operators are going to be high needed, and now they can be controlled remotely in Singapore.
It's especially crucial here in Singapore, which is home to one of the busiest ports in the world.
They provide regular surveillance, and it extends and complements the responsibilities of our patrolcraft. This allows MPA to better detect anomalies and provide interventions when necessary. With high-resolution cameras and video analytics, these drones provide real-time insights to our patrolcraft and partner agencies. This allows us to do targeted checks and inspections, and allows us to better optimize the use of our resources.
Authorities say they're working to expand the system to cover most of Singapore's port waters in the coming years. They're also looking into wider uses for drones, including delivering items directly to ships.
And we already looked at Walmart doing drone deliveries to people within, I think, a 2-mile radius. Now they're like, oh, let's see if we can deliver this to ships. I'm telling you, drone usage is going to be out of this world. And there we go. Look at that. More usage of drones. This time in Singapore, authorities using them, monitoring ships, monitoring ports of entry. They're being controlled remotely from drone boxes. So they can be chilling in the office in their AC. And they know they have different sites. So let's say they have like 5 drones in this one quadrant, another drone, another 5 in this other quadrant. Oh, we need to spin up a drone to go do some inspections, yada, yada, yada. Oh, the battery's going down. Let's spin up another drone, and while we bring this other one back to, and you know, so we spin up one drone to go over there, and now we have the other drone go back to get charged and stuff like that. So many options. And like this, it already probably exists here, if not very, very soon. We can't stop. We can't just keep looking at, oh, but I'm this, I'm that. Like, oh, this is all that I know. No, you need to expand. You need to evolve into these new roles that are needed. Look at what the market is telling you and adjust with a great attitude. As the CEO of Cisco UK, Sarah Walker, and Andy Jassy, Amazon CEO, it's all about your attitude. Evolve, pivot, adjust with the right attitude. All right, that is all. All right, let's see where else we're going. All right, so we're gonna go back to our last working segment before we wrap it up for today. Well, we do have one more break after that, but we're gonna go back to our last working segment for tonight. All right, we have done some amazing work tonight. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
It's time to do.
All right, so it says, let me see, what are you doing here? Analyze the widget navigation to understand the failing test. Analyze lib main. All right, so he's doing some stuff. Add logs, history screen, run the test. All right, so let's run the test. So while we were reviewing our break time conversation, we were still working. We don't miss. All right, let's see. Some tests failed. Let's see if we can get these working. And also, while that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and save settings. Let's go here and let's do start. So I'm gonna move this over because if I click here, it's gonna come. All right, let's do this just so we can see everything running. All right, so let's take a look at this. I'm gonna move this over here as well. Make that bigger. Analyze lib main relevant widgets for infinite animations or timers. Refactor your YouTube player controller. Be part of the state and dispose properly. Add logs to history or debug timeout. Fix pump and settle timeout issues. All right. So once that's done, we're going to run the test over again. All the tests over again. Let's see. All right. So our break alarm is going off. We're going to say start break. All right, another 1 minute break. Let's run this test. And I'll just keep the timer running until until we finish getting this test to pass. And then we will, let me see if I can, in the meantime, try that again. Sometimes this thing doesn't work. Let me go over here. All right, let's see if it's gonna pair. What? All right, let's say start work. Trying to get the device paired to try it on the actual phone, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. If I can't get it running on the actual phone, then I will probably just do it via, I don't think it's gonna work. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's run. Wait, close. Let's run that. Let's see. Start another break. Let's see. Let's go down over here. Let's run that. Let's see. I'm telling you, like these tests, like the Flutter tests, they are tough to deal with. Let's go to run. Start work. I might just because I know the app is working, and it might just be a couple of tests that they're just gonna have to be that way, because I think the Flutter testing is so flaky, and it's gonna end up costing way too much to like specify the widget test to have to pass. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. We're just gonna go in this endless loop. Oh, this one is a different fix. Fix assertion failure. I'm gonna say test timer on iOS. I'm gonna say complete session 1,000, 50,000, save, history. Did I put in 500,000 or did I put 50,000? Oh, I put 500,000. Ha, that's funny. Okay. Oh, did it fix it? I think I might have fixed it. Oh, nope. I might just leave those as is. Fix ambiguous finder error. Found 2 widgets in history. I might leave that as is and maybe fix those manually. If this one doesn't do it, I'll just cancel it and find it on my own at some point. Oh, wait. Oh, all tests passed. Sweet. All right, so now we're going to go back over to here and we're going to try our test again. And in the meantime, I am going to see if I can find my previous prompt. There we go. Our deployment guide. All right. Let's wait till the, I think we still have a test that failed, but we're going to leave it as is. All right. So while that's running, I'm going to go over to here to find our deployment. I had prompted this back in, I'm going to pin this one as well. How can I pin it from here? No. Well, should show up here at some point. But here's a straightforward step-by-step guide to deploying your Flutter app to both Google Play Store and to Apple App Store. We already have our developer accounts. We already have our app icons. Deploying the Google Play Store. So we'll start with Google, right? Package your app. We already got all that done. We already have, we need to up our version number. Let's see. All right. And then we already have all of this stuff. So we need to jump. So we're going to jump to this part. All right. So cool. Let's go to over here. Is this thing done yet? Not yet. One test failing. That's crazy. All right. Let's go to our. I don't need this stuff anymore. Let's go to. Let's go here, and we need to go to our pub spec YAML. This thing not done yet. Let's go to pub spec.yaml. And we need to up our version number to the release. All right, so releasing. I guess we're still in version 3, right? Let me see. Let's go over here. Semantic versioning. Version when you add, so minor version when you add functionality in a backwards compatible manner. Major version when you make incompatible API changes. Patch when you make backward compatible fixes. So we're going to be going from, all right, so what we're going to be doing is going from, we're going to go to 3.1.0 and then plus 17. And this thing not done yet? Gee whiz. Obtaining to play sound. Error playing sound. Okay. We have that. Next up, we need to, looking at the instructions, we need to go to Flutter build app bundle. All right, so now, I don't know what's going on with this thing. Let's go to here, Flutter build app bundle, and that's for Android deployment. All right. So that's building the bundle. Flutter support for your project Android Gradle plugin. Oh, let me see what that's all about. Flutter support will be soon dropped. Please upgrade your Android Gradle plugin to a newer version. Use, how do I upgrade the version? The plugin device Info Plus requires Android SDK 36 or higher. Your project configured to compile against Android 35, but the following plugins must be compiled. Okay, so we need to update our SDK. All right, so we need to go into here and change that to compile SDK to 36. All right, so compile SDK. Is there a compile SDK in there? Compile SDK. Add the following. Would it be this one? Would it be this? Let me add that. I'm gonna add this to make this 36 too, just in case. I should just stop it, honestly. Let's stop it. Because if we want, all right, and it also says something about please upgrade. How do I upgrade it though? How do I upgrade it? Upgrading build.gradle. Is it Flutter? Oh, so that's just Flutter support. So that one is okay. We can always do that one afterwards. So let's try this again. So we shouldn't get the error. Yep, we don't have the error anymore about the compile SDK. Ooh, all right. So what caused the failure? Java illegal argument provided meta instance has 2.2 while maximum supported version is 2.0. To support newer versions, update the. All right, how do we do that? All right, so let's say I was gonna copy this. All right, I'm gonna say let's go back to Kilo, pop it out. Let's say new. I'm trying to build the Android app bundle, but I'm getting this error, these errors. Let's see if we can fix those issues. I want to know how to upgrade this. I want to know how to upgrade this. Build dot. Is it just changing the version number, or do we need to download something? All right, so right now it's fixing the Android build errors. And all right, so we just changed it from 8.3 to 8.6, so that's simple enough. Upgrade Android, so now update Java compatibility to 17. Interesting. Okay. So there it updated to 8.6. Now it's doing the Java version to 17. Verify the build. So now it's going to try to build it again. Grade. Bundle? What? All right, let's try that one. Never seen that before. All right, so we're going to reject, cancel, and we're going to try to build it ourselves again. Let's say build app. Let's see what we get. All right, better so far. Reducing something. Okay, good. So far, so good. While that's happening, we're going to go over to our Google Play console. Go over here. And we are going to let's go over here. And we want to make a new release. Let's go back a page. Where do I create my new release? Test and release.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
Let's do internal testing to get us started. Create new release. And I was hoping it would have it bundled already so I can upload it so we can start, so I can, go through the process of getting it on Google so I can use it for the week. And then the next week we can push it to the next step, and we can also get the Apple up there next week, but it's taking its sweet time to build it. All right, it's done. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. It just finished. So I am going to make it easier on myself. Let's go over to here. And I'm going to take that. Like that. Let's go here. And we're going to say app bundle is in build, refresh, reload from disk. And we're going to look for build folder, build, app, outputs, outputs. I see bundle in there. Reload from this. All right, bundle, release, app release. And I'm going to drag that into here. All right, I'm going to move that back over to the other screen where I can see it better. Now let's go over to here. And it's uploading the file. And it's getting ready for distribution. And all right, it's there. Let's say details. All right, now what? Let's go to release name. This is so you can identify this release. Let's say I'll put in focus timer. Let's go with that. And I'm going to terminate. I'm going to ask a simple, can you give me the release notes for Google of the fixes and feature additions for this release that focused on adding the focus timer and let me ask and settings tab, which also updates the history and reports when a focus timer session is complete. Let's do that. So I'm basically just asking it to give me the release notes in a good format. And I'm going to paste it into Google. And then we'll proceed with the next steps. That way, at least today, we can get our Google release like into internal testing mode. I can start playing with it for the week. The next we can push it to like closed testing. All right, so I'm gonna copy that right there. Copy that. Let's go to what's new. Take that, and I'm going to go over here. We're gonna say paste. Ooh, line 18. Release notes too long. How long is it supposed to be? You didn't tell me. Let's go. I don't know how long it's supposed to be. What's my limit? I don't know what my limit is. What's the limit? Let's go to. I don't know what the limit is. Let me see if I go to. Let's go to. I guess. Let's go with that. Whatever. Didn't tell me a limit. So now we'll go to next. And where are these warnings? This release is no longer supports. Whatever. Let's go to save and publish. Cool. So now I should be able to get it onto my phone because I am an internal tester. All right. But we did it. All right. So we are in internal testing mode on Google Play Store. Within an hour, I should have it available. I'm going to get it on my phone and I'm going to start playing with it. Next week, we're going to push it to closed testing and maybe even open testing. And then maybe the following week, we'll push it out to the public. Right. And next week, we will also get the next version of the app built for iOS and pushed up there, and we can go from there, right? But let me see if there's anything in the chat, and then we're going to get to our last topic, which is about Dave Ramsey and his thoughts on working from home. Let's see what we have. Kind of choppy for a second there. All right, let me see. Wait a second. We got my guy Magnetar in the building. Magnetar hit me with the Sith Coach Ralph. Just got back in town from Grand Canyon. Shout out to my guy Magnetar. Living it up out there. And I have to play this for my guy Magnetar.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Shout out to my guy Magnetar. Always supporting. Magnetar, we had an amazing year. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in 2025, working together, participating in all of our events. You are absolutely amazing.
We the best. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Magnetar. I appreciate you. All right, let's get to our last topic of today, which is about our last break time topic, which is about Dave Ramsey. He says that work from home does not equal work at all. A lot of people are going to be upset about this. But let's see what this guy is talking about. So Dave Ramsey says work from home doesn't equal work. Says he prefers to work with human beings in the building. So Dave Ramsey says he prefers working from an office with real people because he believes working from home doesn't deliver results. What?
How dare you?
Discussing the impact of the Great Resignation, a trend where Americans voluntarily quit their jobs en masse to seek better opportunities or retire, he said on The Ramsey Show that companies have repeatedly tested the work from home model and found that it does not yield results. I don't know. I think it depends on the company, and it depends. It's hard to say. It is really hard to say. Let's see if there's any data in here. The worker is now demanding that they work from home, Ramsey said. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. It hasn't worked. All of the data is in, and work from home doesn't equal work getting done. We're seeing major companies that thought they were going to go that way swinging back now again. I don't know if that is necessarily the case, because I have seen global companies, they have people all over the world. Sometimes they close down a particular office and people are forced to work from home. I think a big part of it, though, is depending on the size of the company and how many employees are in the vicinity, is there is a local economy that depends on traffic to that area. If you notice, tech companies are usually in like a tech hub, close to like a downtown type area, and a lot of companies thrive off people coming to a lot of small businesses thrive. It's good for the local economy. The thing is with work from home, if you have the right employees, then you have access to a global market. So that means you could be in Tennessee, as Dave Ramsey is, and find an excellent employee in, let's say, Las Vegas, Nevada, right? And they don't want to move, but you really want that employee because their skills are out of this world. Now you can have, and they have a great attitude, but they don't want to move. Maybe they bought a house, they have their family settled in Las Vegas, Nevada. They don't want to move. So that means that you would want a less talented employee who has a less great attitude because you want to see their face. I'm going for the best. I want the best, right? So, says Ramsey said he faced criticism because he does not allow work from home at his company, Ramsey Solutions. I would never criticize somebody for what they choose to do with their company. If Dave Ramsey does not want people to work from home, then it's your company. Do whatever the hell you want with it. It's the same way with Chick-fil-A. People are always complaining about Chick-fil-A. They open on Sundays. Look, it's their company. Let them do whatever the hell they want. Go Monday through Saturday. If Dave Ramsey wants people to work in the office, then work in the office. If he loses out on incredible employees because he wants to win the office, then that's on him. That is on him. Simple as that. When Amazon was forcing people to come back to the office, if they lose some top engineers and they go to some other, if they go to Google, for example, or to Microsoft Azure, it is what it is, right? We work from here with human beings in the building where we can see each other. I mean, that is your prerogative as the owner of Ramsey Solutions. Not all companies are able to do that. And who's to say that Ramsey Solutions isn't missing out on some exponential growth because they do not open themselves up to the global work field, right? To the global marketplace of employees. But that's his company. He can do whatever he wants. Life's too short. Ramsey said that the Great Resignation movement was triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic, which reminded millions of workers that life is too short to remain stuck in a job that does not pay well or reward their talent. He said companies that do not value their workers had the most to lose, and as employees preferred jobs where they were valued and their work matters. I think the whole pandemic Great Resignation thing was a load of crap. Right? Because now when companies have the power, people and the layoffs. So when there was the Great Resignation, right? Nobody cared. They were cheering on the people who were quitting. But now that the pendulum has swung the other way and the companies have the power, oh my God, 600,000 layoffs. What are we going to do? Doom and gloom. And all I have to say to you is,
congratulations, you played yourself.
The companies they're giving you whatever you wanted. And then you still quit and you put them at a disadvantage, made them less competitive. And now okay, you held them hostage, but that's how negotiations go. But now, oh my God, job loss. You did it to yourself. If you're one of the companies with no soul, people aren't going to come. Are you not? They're going to come now. They are going to.
Do not come.
Nope. People will take whatever job available at this point because they need it. You're going to end up with a labor shortage. Because of the pandemic, they said life's too short. They're not going to work for a company where life's too short again. Do whatever you want. See, me, I believe in freedom to the max. I believe in freedom to the max. If you don't want to work for a company, fine. If you don't want to work from home, or if you say I'm only going to work from home, fine. If a company doesn't want work from home employees, fine. Do whatever the market dictates. If you have the power, great. If you don't, then so be it. We checked out. We read a story the other day about an HR professional. They quit a $250,000 job and they thought it was going to be easy to find another one. And now it's been almost a year. They cannot find another job. No regrets though. No regrets because they want to work on their own terms. Well, start your own business. If Dave Ramsey and Ramsey Solutions wants to say no work from home, that's their prerogative. If they lose out on top talent, that's their prerogative. If you say life is too short and it's all about, having fun and having a great time, whatever, that's up to you. But don't complain about your results. Do not complain about your results. You won't fit in. Ramsey said his company would benefit from this trend because he values talented and driven people. However, he said those who lack commitment and passion for their work do not stand a chance at the company. Fair enough. I agree with that. You won't make it through the interview process if you did, you won't fit in, Ramsey said. This is how we do things and not everybody needs to be a we. If you think having a degree in X automatically gives you a talent, a talent we should just pay for. Nope, it's not going to happen. I agree with that 100%. Ramsey predicted the great resignation would be good for the economy. When people leave jobs they are unhappy with and move to companies where they are more motivated and productive, overall economic output would increase. I really don't think so. Because I think that, here's why I disagree with this statement, right? I think the majority, I'll say a good 90%, right, is people, they don't move on to jobs that they like. Most people don't like to work, period. That's why they're always begging for that universal basic income and for welfare and all that type of stuff. I don't think most people like to work. That's why I have a case of the Mondays. Oh, it's Monday. Oh, I can't wait till Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I thank God for having the opportunity to be able to work and to be able to innovate and to be able to build. Right? So I don't really agree with that. They leave jobs that they're unhappy with and move on to companies where they're more motivated. People are motivated on their first 3 months. After that, it's Monday. I can't wait till the weekend. Ramsey said his company saw an influx of computer programmers after the pandemic because of a balance hours and work that matters. When they woke up during the pandemic, they didn't wake up thinking, I hate my job, Ramsey said. They woke up realizing a lot of people need their help and they know that if they were in this company coding, it's going to make a difference. I don't know. I'll say this. I agree with the mindset. I don't agree with some of the takes of Dave Ramsey on this. I think the majority of people, here's why I think the majority of people, they don't really want to work. Because if you look at their college degrees, what they went to college for, what they're in $200,000 of debt for, they go into $200,000 of student loan debt to get a job, paying minimum wage, $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year. It's crazy, but they follow their passion. And a lot of times their passions don't have a job associated with it. So that's why people hate their job. And then a lot of times if they do find a good paying job that's with their passion, they end up hating their passion because they actually have to work for it. That's how I see it. That is how I see it. But that is it. That is it for today. Let me check the chat and see if there's anything If not, we're going to wrap it up. Let me see. Magnetar says, if I can find my mouth, Magnetar says, oh, well, glad I don't work for him and that everyone doesn't share his. Yeah, exactly. And that I think everyone, company and employee alike, should do what they can and what they prefer. I believe in choice. Do what you want as an employee, do what you want as a company, and the people who are aligned, let them meet and let them do great work together. And those who don't, so be it. So be it. All right. But if you do have that great attitude and you want to work and you want to be productive, it doesn't matter about what the company does, but it matters about your work ethic, then
More money, more money, more money.
more money, more money, more money. All right. All right. Well, with that being said, I want to wish everyone a very, very happy new year. Thank you so much for tuning in and for spending 2025 with me. We're going to be doing some great work in 2026. We are going to be premiering tomorrow the software explorations. We're going to be talking about the data curator, the new editor-in-chief, noon Eastern time on this channel, TechOTraf, on YouTube. ResumeFlow.app. Upload your resume. Put a job URL. See how well you match up. See what the ATS thinks about your resume. How well it matches up. Right? And let's go from there. Sign up for TechOTraf.dev. We have our next Vibe Code and Chill on the 17th, I believe. All right. Let's do it. Magner says, funny how you spun that. Here's what happened, right? I looked over and I saw the button for a moment. I'm like, I gotta find a way to work that. And that is what I call a flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
All right. But until then, my friends, has got more money from home with a wonderful attitude and actually managed to get more work done. That is what I am talking about. All right. Well, you guys, Happy New Year's. You guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your night. An amazing, amazing rest of your 2025. Into 2026 we go. TechOTraf, we are out.
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yeah. Tired of the same results. Tired of looking at the scoreboard and always being on the wrong side. Something's got to change. It starts now. Yeah. Woke up, tasted ash in my mouth, same four walls, staring at a life heading south. Bank account's a joke, looking like a typo. Stuck in a loop, a vicious cycle. Taking L's like they were complimentary. My whole existence felt elementary. Stuck in first gear, spinning wheels in the mud. Drowning my potential in a half-hearted flood.
Same excuses, different day. Promise I would change, then I look away. But the pain is staying just the same. Got heavier than the guilt, hotter than the flame.
Something snapped, a switch got flipped. Tore up the old plans, yeah, the whole damn script. Looked at rock bottom, said I ain't coming back. Time to build a new road, time to get on track.
I was done with the losing, done with the pain. Done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. It's all about the hustle, all the steps ahead from the ground up. Watch the new man rise, yeah, I'm building my win right before the rise.
The alarm clock rings, it's 5 a.m. Old me hit snooze, but I ain't him. Lace up the sneakers, pavements, my new priest. While the rest of the city still sleeping on the beach. Turning notifications off on the phone. Can't build an empire if you're never alone. Got my mind right, tunnel visions engaged. Felt like I was locked up, now I'm breaking the cage.
It's the small habits, stacking them tall. Reading 2 new pages before I even ball. Every save is another tombstone on my old self's grave. They say, man, you changed, you ain't the same. You're damn right I'm not, I just rewrote the game. Focused on the mission, cut the static noise, traded short-term fun for the long-term joy. I was done with the losing, done with the pain, done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. It's all about the hustle, all the steps ahead from the ground up. Watch the new man rises, yeah, I'm building my win right before their eyes.
And now the wins, man, are starting to stack. That opportunity I missed, I just got it back. The projects I quit, now the ship in line. The ideas in my head, now they're set to thrive. My whole circle's different, check the new crew. It's mentors and builders, people seeing it through. This ain't luck, this is crafted, this is by design. This is sweat equity, making what is mine.
The mirror looks different, see the fire in the gaze. No more fog, no more walking in the blurry days. It's a chapter 2, the resurrection's begun. The old me lost the battle, but the new me won. This ain't just a phase, man, this is life change. Rearranged my whole world, stepped up to a new stage. Yeah, from zero to hero, from broken to build. Shedding all the weakness, shedding all the guilt. I was done with the losing, done with the pain, done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. Building my way.
Yeah. Finally hit that checkpoint. They said it couldn't be done, but they ain't on this road. Windows down, bass all the way up. Just ride.
Oh, this that open road, cruise control, milestone pass. Now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave the hate behind. All that negativity, I just pay it no mind. It's that next phase, feeling yeah, the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
They don't know the hours that I had to put in. All the door they shut that I had to kick in. All the nights I missed, all the sleep I lost. They just seen it shine, they don't know the cost. Remember nights I was praying for a breakthrough, staring at the ceiling, wondering what I'm gon' do. Man, the burnout's real, had to push right through it. Had a vision in my head, I just had to stick to it. All the talk was cheap, and that noise was loud. Had to block them out, separate from the crowd. They was throwing dirt, trying to cloud the name. While I was in the lab, building out the frame. Every line of code, every hour on the stream was a brick I laid for the whole damn dream. This ain't happened overnight, this was slow cooked. Every L I took was a lesson in the textbook. Now I'm on the highway, cruise set at 80. Feeling like the man, yeah, I'm feeling like maybe I was built for this, maybe it's my time. This milestone's a checkpoint, not the finish line. The bass from the 808 shaking no whip. Took a deep breath, man, I'm enjoying the trip. This is just a preview of the movie, not the end. Time to hit the gas and do it all again. Oh, this that open road, cruise control, milestone pass. Now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave the hate behind. All that negativity, I just pay it no mind. It's that next phase feeling, yeah, the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror. So I'm rolling solo, just me and my thoughts. Plotting on the next move, connecting the dots. This milestone is sweet, yeah, I'ma let it soak in. But the blueprint for the next one is already spoken to new exist, man, the vision's panoramic. They was sleeping on a kid, now they in a panic. Trying to jump on board, trying to ride the wave. The same ones who doubted, the same ones who gave. I just tip the hat, I don't hold a grudge. From where I'm sitting, man, I'm way too far above all the petty drama, all that he said, she said. I'm just focused on the profit, focused on the bread. Optimistic for the future, cause I built the past. Got the foundation solid, know this thing will last. This that tech coach vision, this that pioneer flow. Planted all the seeds, now I'm about to watch it grow to a whole new level, to a different height. I ain't even worried, man, the future's looking bright. It's that round midnight vibe, feeling so alive. Some folks just survive, man, I'm learning how to thrive. So I let the beat rock, fast and heavy bass. While my mind is slow, steady, winning the race. Got the plan laid out for the next 5 years. Cheers to the hustle, man, and cheers to to the tip. Oh, this that open road, cruise control, milestone pass. Now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave it. Hate mine, all that negativity. I just pay it no mind. It's the next phase, feeling yeah the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror.
And I won't let them break me. No matter what they send my way, this highway's open. And I'm focused, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Yeah, just like that. The beat ride. That negativity can't even catch up, man. We on a different frequency. Phase 1, complete. Phase 2, loading.